So obviously, we're in the middle of fucking nowhere. What was it like growing up in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, Whitby's weird. Like, there could be a kid with a mohawk and like some fucking kid with a Slayer shirt that don't, like on the same street, don't even know each other's there because they don't have a community space to go to, you know, like, and link up and meet. So I don't know. I think that's what we tried to create here, like at this barn, like, and I hope that kids have met and been like, oh shit, you fuck with Slayer?
Strive, I take it in stride. You make families, you live your life. Split your tracks with someone you love. Split your life.
There are 10 hockey arenas in this town of like 100,000 people. One really bad mall, one big house on a hill where the finance minister of Canada used to live. But we've got no all ages community space or music venue or anything. And it's really created like a lot of similar sporto type of people here. And it's ultimately left people out. We needed a space, so we just like started to do it here. The term skids was thrown around in Whitby a lot growing up. I think sometimes meant like in an insulting way or something, but I don't know, I took it kind of endearingly. It just means like freak or mall rat or skater or something. But I think I felt my sense of belonging around other kids like that though. And I was definitely like drawn to music that spoke to me emotionally and sort of like sang it better than how I felt it or whatever. There are thousands of outskirt towns like Whitby around the world, and there are millions of skid kids. And yeah, I guess Chastity is for them. Chastity stuff is just my pals and I, like, it's a music project, but it's also like an internet and video and everything project, I feel. A few years ago I made a demo with a few friends, Keegan and Simon, and I burnt them to a CD and just gave them out around here and in Toronto, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I don't know if anyone ever like actually listened to those CDs, but I just sort of kept putting stuff out and started playing shows, started shooting videos with my pal Justin. And then my first record, Deathless, came out, and I don't know, it like changed my life, I think. Other neighborhoods outside of Southern Ontario sort of started to hear it, and people I really look up to started to talk about it, and it felt fucked.
That is Chastity, and the song is Changed from the mind of Brandon Williams from Whitby, Ontario, in Canada. That's a lot of fucking noise for one dude.
And then Homemade Satan came out, and it had the song Sun Poisoning on it, and it felt even more fucked. Like hearing it on the radio in the car or whatever, or like people sending me videos, like hearing it in the car or at work or something, and I like really obviously was not expecting that. I think it's easier to practice and get tight live in the suburbs than in the city, I think. Like, and I've wanted to be a band that could play big stages and try to actually pull it off well, and my friends and I have been really lucky to play these songs in a lot of like hilarious places around the world now that we did not expect at all. on March 12th, we had just played a show in Germany and we were driving to Switzerland, and that whole tour felt like a storm was chasing us with COVID, and at that moment it just caught up, and we found out in the middle of the night that the rest of the tour was cancelled, and we just kind of kept on driving 8 hours to the airport to get home, and it felt like friggin' Armageddon or something. We got home okay, but one of us tested positive for COVID, and it was like the 80th case in Canada or something. But we're all good now. I've been home since then, of course, and I've felt like I've had more time than ever for songs to kind of find me and for me to be able to listen and to get them down. And the last record was the first time people really started to sing songs back to us live like that, and it created this feeling of togetherness when that happened. Like, you're alone in a feeling at home listening, and then you come together in this common space and sing it all together. And I think this next record might be some more of that, and it's the last of this trilogy, and so I wanted to make it as great as I could, of course, and I'm happy that I've had the time to try to. And anyways, it's called Suffer Summer.